form, and he runs Maljume in our Juddmonte International a little later. A brace of the Ballydoyle still to go forward for the Sky Bet Great Voltigeur Stakes Group 2, £267,500. Here's Mike.
Space Legend restless, off and racing for the Sky Bet Great Voltigeur Stakes. This Group 2 race over the mile-and-a-half trip here, and immediately it's the pace-setting Euphoric that takes them along, but also close up is Illinois in the purple cap. He's about 2 lengths down, and it's a 1-2-3 for Ballydoyle at the moment, because Los Angeles is slotting into 3rd place. Then there's a break of 2 lengths then back to King's Gambit, who in turns a length and a half clear of Space Legend as the runners move across the back of the Naesmire, heading down now towards the 9 furlong pole. There's already about 7 lengths covering these runners, and the pace looks to be a pretty generous run being set by Declan McDonough on board Euphoric. Illinois racing in second, in the hands of Wayne Lawton. Ryan Moore on the Irish Derby winner Los Angeles, who has to give weight away all round here. He's travelling ahead of King's Gambit and Will Buick in the red and white colours, and looking on at the rear is Space Legend in the hands of James Doyle. The runners now moving past the 7, and still the pace seems a pretty even one, a decent one, as they move down now towards the halfway point of the race. And still Euphoric galloping up by 2 lengths then over Illinois in second place, with Los Angeles right behind him in third as they take the turn which brings them down this side of the course now, and a run before they get towards the turn into the home straight. Behind Los Angeles is King's Gambit, who's always restrained in his races up in Trip Today, and Space Legend looking on at the rear as they straighten up for the judge here with just over a half a mile to travel. Down the centre of the course here, Euphoric pressing on. Illinois travelling well in his slipstream, and Los Angeles is being given the hurry up by Ryan, but he is beginning to close on his 2 stable companions. King's Gambit is now shaken up by Will Buick. He's also picking up these leaders, and Space Legend is trying to land a blow as well. They're up towards the final quarter mile, and Illinois just hits the front briefly maybe. Los Angeles alongside him as the pace setter weakens. King's Gambit under pressure but keeping on behind them down the centre, but he's ducking left-handed. They're racing inside the final furlong. Los Angeles from King's Gambit and Illinois with Space Legend on the inside. Los Angeles digging really deep as they race up towards the line from Illinois, and Los Angeles done it. He did it by a neck from Illinois, a 1-2 for Aidan O'Brien. King's Gambit, Space Legend, and then the pace-setting Euphoric, 5th and last.
Los Angeles digs it out again, and he does so under that Group 1 penalty. I'm very grateful to Lydia for telling me that this is the first horse since Belmez, all the way back in 1990, to carry the Group 1 penalty to victory in the Sky Bet Great Voltigeur Stakes, and he's seen off stable companion Illinois, who kept on galloping, and King's Gambit's run a really good race, thrown into the lion's den by Harry Charlton, and he came out of it with some credit for all he was battered and bruised by the 2 Ballydoyle bullies, Los Angeles and Illinois. Los Angeles is a tough nut, Jane.
He is, but to credit Illinois and King's Gambit, they kept him honest all of the way to the line. I question King's Gambit's ability to stay a mile and a half. Well, I think he's proven he certainly does that, because he's beside 2 very stout stayers. Space Legend coming on from behind as well. But I won't lie, with 2 furlongs to run, I thought this guy was going to be impressive, and he's just got home. But you get the impression, Martin, in a better race, maybe with more of an ease in the ground, you're going to see a different prospect.
Yeah, I think he's still green and raw, isn't he? But he's always doing enough through that final 2 furlongs. He does have a good attitude, but still a little bit of immaturity about him. He takes a little bit of stirking up and working into top gear, but Ryan's exactly the man that you need for that type of horse, and he's always doing enough in the closing stages. I think we've got another quick time as well.